Welcome to Albania. That was a fairly straightforward process, no searches or anything, so everything's all good. Lots of people walking across the border, and I have to say that these guys here, it's a cold day. Yeah. So the fuel price has shot up from 169 to 189 there, but that was a border crossing and that's usually quite expensive. So we'll see what the fuel prices is in Albania when we get to the first real petrol station. Now there's a vista, if ever you saw one. Look at this mountain range. Wow. So we filled up with fuel, driving through our first little Albanian town. Looks quite cute. No idea what to do at that roundabout. People are strange in Turkey and all these countries. They just stop in the middle of a roundabout and let you past. I just go until the point of contact, then I stop. So it's basically going to be a 3-hour, 40-minute drive to the port of Durres. We'll come back and do Albania properly if we get a good feel for the place. But at the moment, we're going straight to the port to get the ferry at 11 o'clock at night. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon here, although the time zone changes as we cross across the country. We save an hour, so technically it's 2 o'clock, which gives us 6 hours and a 3.5-hour drive to get to the port. So we should have time to spare to get our tickets printed, which we have to do once we're at the port, or they won't let you on the big shiny boat. Stumbled across this Albanian lake. We've got no GPS or anything, so I don't even know what it is, but it's absolutely stunning. Look at that. It's beautiful. Hello.
Hello.
Working hard. He looks happy, eh? We're only in this place for a couple of hours and it's absolutely stunning. It's golden hour right enough, sort of that hour before the sun sets. Some of the views that we're getting treated to are just unbelievable. And the light is fantastic. So we've just turned around because we're going the wrong way. There's nothing unusual. Well, there's not a lot of indication of big sign boat to Italy. So 1 kilometre turn right. So let's see how we go. So it was a very easy turning to miss that we found ourselves here. Now what we have to go and do, let's go in here and get our electronic ticket printed out onto a paper form so that we can get on the ferry, because you need a paper ticket. Things they don't tell you, like you have to be here 240 minutes before departure and you have to get a paper ticket to get on the boat. But should be fairly plain sailing from here. Oh, I'm good. So we came inside and we are boarding with GND, which is down there. And basically, very, very simple. She looked at her electronic ticket on her phone, printed her tickets. Boarding starts at 7 o'clock, 6:45. So I think we can go and get in the queue. I'm going to pack an overnight bag because we've got an inside cabin, which was the cheapest, and the whole trip's £262. It's a 9-hour sailing over to Bari in Italy. So hopefully this is useful information for people if you want to do the trip yourself. Still got the Effie's case. So because of the size of our vehicle, I think we've been sent to the lorry bit. No idea where to go. This will be interesting. Well, we've been dumped in with the lorries and a few other vans here as well. You can see the Sprinter over there. So I think it's just a waiting game now. We just sit and wait until things start moving. It's 7:10. The ferry leaves at 11 o'clock. I think we might have a couple of hours to wait before we're on board. Let's see what happens. Hilda's done us proud the last couple of days. 700 kilometres from Turkey to Durres port in Albania. Just running like a dream. 60 mile an hour all the way. So it's all been a little confusing. We were parked behind the lorries and then a police officer told us we had to go through border control. I take it the guys just wanted us to go through the commercial control. They might have different rules, but we're at border control now. The box on the left, so let's see what happens. Someone's just scanned our tickets and said they're okay. All very confusing. So we come through the border control, which is over there, and done a big U-turn. Lots of cars parked by our side here, and we're basically going to go into this ferry here, the second one we believe. We're not quite sure, because no one really tells you anything. It's a bit of a farce, but here we go. I'm sure we'll manage. So we've been waiting here about 20 minutes and there's a lot of nothing going on. I think they're waiting on the word. It's 2 minutes to 8. We come in through the first gate at 7 o'clock. So it looks like the procedure is the lorries come on first. So hopefully there won't be too many of them. And the first part of the ramp is very narrow. So it's now 9 PM. We've been sitting here for an hour and a half. I hope you enjoyed the time lapse. Hopefully everybody on apart and their dog apart from us. There's 3 vans, or 4 vans to my right hand side. The guy that was behind us just drove around us and went on. So I have got no idea what's going on. Well, it's now 9:25. No one's boarded for at least 20 minutes. And we're still sitting here. So, Mr. High Vis has turned up with his glowing ankles, and these guys have actually walked off the boat for a wee meet and greet with all the stewards. It's now 21:38 or 20 to 10, and we're still sitting here. Old Disco Stu over there with his shoes on. Look at those moves, the man's a moonwalker. Well, it's now 12 minutes past 10. Boat leaves in 50 minutes. Absolutely everyone behind us is going on first. We're just bringing people over, which is a good thing. Hopefully in the morning it means that we go off first, maybe. No idea, but literally every van is just driving past us. Guys that have turned up 10 minutes ago and stuff like that are now going on. So interesting. Well, it's 22:37. The one thing about this is there's been no communication by any of the staff to tell us anything. We've just been sitting here for 3 hours and 7 minutes. We drove into the port at 7 o'clock when the doors opened. So that's a mistake. Just turn up 10 minutes before the boat leaves, you'll get on. Oh dear, probably not. But the wagons just keep on coming. And then the vans behind you just keep on coming as well. Here comes another one. Look at this. No idea what. I can only think it's their size, but I'm tired. I've been driving since 7:30 this morning. It's now 10:39. And we've ate all the chocolate.
And the crisps.
Yeah.
Reverse.
So I'd love to show you us driving on the boat, but we're actually going to reverse onto the boat, which means we should be off first. It's a big wide ram. So we're on board. Nice and tight. 10 to 11. 661, 662, 663. 617. Can you see where we went wrong there? Oh, it's been a long day. Well, welcome to our spacious cabin. And that's the end of the tour.